everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we are doing the group predictions for 17 for 2023. In this video we have three different questions, which is what is the group's current energy, what is in store for their career as a whole and as individuals, and then healing messages at the end of this video. So let's just jump into the first question, which this one's gonna be kind of lengthy since there's 13 members. So what is currently going on with 17? How are they doing right now? So we have the Page of Wands, which kind of shows that they're about to start something, maybe a new project. They're getting inspiration for something. We have Strength and the Seven of Cups. So it seems like right now the group is very motivated to start something new. Seems like they're trying to take action towards a new project. They're thinking of the activities that have to be done, or not necessarily planning, but they're already acting upon whatever has to be done for this new project to take off. And they're motivated, they're inspired. They're also getting references and resources to make this project happen. Like, they're already taking action. Now with the Strength card in between, we have Leo energy right here, so I'm pretty sure some of you guys will think of scoops right away. But yeah, with the Strength card, it really seems like they're trying to tame the beast in a way, or it feels like there's a big project that they want to like tackle upon, or like they want to go forward to. And right now they're trying to gather not only the materials necessary, or gather the inspiration and the motivation to get moving with this project. It also kind of feels like they are trying to get in touch with their emotions to be able to get that inspiration, and also try to make sure that they're all on the same page on how they're going to go about with this project. And it seems like many of them are trying to create a strong foundation and a strong base before they even start looking at their decisions and their options with this Seven of Cups. But let me talk more about Strength. So with Strength, it also feels like many of them are currently in an energy where they're trying to get more support. They're trying to be in this energy where they're kind of like manifesting people, events, and opportunities. Like they're working on themselves to gain strength, and by doing that they have a better support and a better foundation for themselves, and they're naturally just kind of attracting energy in, and that's also making them stronger to take actions, because not only are things just naturally gravitating towards them, but they have worked enough on themselves that they are in a position where they're ready to take action. I feel that many of them could, even though they're working a lot, in the grand scheme of things, they're kind of resting, or they will need to rest eventually. But yeah, with the Seven of Cups right next to the Strength card, it definitely feels like they have a lot of options, a lot of offers, and a lot of paths that they're kind of juggling and looking through. So currently they're in an energy where they're looking at their options, they're looking at their resources, and they're trying to get more material to be inspired with, or to be able to work with, it feels. So they're currently in an energy where they're building up energy, they're building up the fuel to do something, it feels. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. It says congrats right here, but the Four of Wands it could talk about a wedding, a ceremony, a celebration. So I do feel that currently they're in a state where they're just pretty happy. They're trying to celebrate their achievements. They are pretty grateful for what they have. They feel pretty at home with where they're at in this stage of their lives and in their career. It feels like all of them are currently in a state of, they're pretty satisfied, and they feel pretty stable as well, and they feel very centered, and everything seems to be in a pretty good place right now in their career. So it definitely feels like this energy that we have right here is just of them wanting to expand further and make things, they just kind of want more. I don't know what else to say besides that. Anyway, this one. So let's check on to the next question, which is what is in store for 17's career in 2023. Okay, so there's how many cards? 6. I'll take the bottom one. We have New Moon in Libra with a new romantic cycle begins. So as a group, it feels like for 17, are we getting dating scandals? Maybe. But with this Libra card, we have this sense of like they're about to start this new venture of their life. Currently, they're planning on doing something new, right? But with this card right here, with this Libra energy, it feels like they're taking charge and doing things. They have, Libra is a cardinal sign, and cardinal signs are known for just starting new things, starting new projects, and all of those things that symbolize a new beginning and taking some sort of initiative and leadership. With this Libra card, we're talking about someone that is taking the initiative and is doing things and pushing for this new beginning, but it's the energy of someone that actually looks at all the possibilities and all the opportunities and all the points of view before taking action. So it can seem a bit slow in the sense of, and it can seem also that someone's overthinking or planning a lot. And in this case, I do feel that in 2023, we're going to see how 17's career is filled with a lot of decisions that have to be made. There's going to be a lot of legal stuff that will be done. Not necessarily, when I say legal stuff, some of you may worry and be like, oh, is something bad going to happen? Not necessarily. I'm just saying official things are going to be put down to paper and are going to be, I guess, signed on. And in this case, I mean like people will be agreeing to something, contracts will be made, partnerships are going to be established, are going to be balanced and harmonious in 2023. So I do feel that this Libra, new moon in Libra, is going to be like a lot of new beginnings are happening, and a lot of those things will be behind the scenes. So I don't think a lot of people are going to see the fruits of those connections right away. But also with a new romantic cycle begins, I was thinking of someone that is kind of falling in love again with what they're doing. So I do feel that in 2023, a lot of all of 17 is going to kind of feel this rejuvenated energy, or like they're going to feel refueled and inspired and motivated again to continue with their career and to do new projects and new things. So I do feel that right now they're kind of like building up something, and they feel pretty excited about it, and it's bringing this new wave of positivity into their lives. And I do feel that in 2023 they're going to just start noticing how they have this new point of view and this new perspective where it seems too good to be true almost. And I do feel that in this case it's just a bunch of blessings coming through, not necessarily something they should be like worried about. But now let's take out one card per member just to see how their year will be as individuals. So what's in store for Kpop's career in 2023? We have confidence. Okay, so it feels like in 2023 we're going to see that Kpop is going to be a lot more confident. He is going to feel very elegant. I don't know why. I guess because the color is black. I'm not too sure why that word will come up to me. Also with the confidence, I do feel that in 2023 there will be photo shoots or videos, or even the way that he speaks will kind of just show that he feels pretty stable. He feels very centered and rooted in his present moment, and that gives him a lot of confidence. I do feel that things are kind of looking up for him anyways, and in his career where we might see that confidence might give him more opportunities to work on his own, and we might see a lot more like solo stuff for Kpop in 2023 potentially. What else? Maybe he'll have an ad with glasses or sunglasses potentially, since the confidence card has a smiley face. Also in the confidence card, if you see the glasses has a bunch of little points and little dots like inside of it, I kind of feel that in 2023 any loose ends are going to kind of come together. Everything's gonna be tied up nicely with a little bow. So in 2023, Kpop's career is gonna be filled with a lot of things just kind of connecting, all of the pieces coming together, and that will give him a lot of confidence. So maybe there were some projects that he wanted to work on, or maybe even some songs he was writing, and everything was very scattered, nothing was making sense, and now he's gonna be in a place in his life where everything kind of just works together and everything flows, and that's gonna give him a lot of confidence potentially. So what's in store for Johan's career in 2023? We have energy. Okay, so this kind of shows that Johan in 2023 is going to be in a state where he is going to find energy in places that he didn't even know he could even get, if that makes sense. Like, he could, like, after a concert or something, he could be like, I still have loads of energy, let's go out there and explore whichever city they're in or the area that he's in. I do remember a long time ago, Johan mentioned that he liked just walking around and exploring parks, or kind of just enjoying nature for what it was, and just, in a way, meet new places. So with this energy card, I do feel that he's just going to feel feel filled with energy, and that will give him a lot of motivation to just try new things or do the things that he already likes to do. So whatever hobbies he has, he will just feel like he has all the energy in the world for them. He could also feel like he has so much energy that he has to do something because he can't just stay still. So I do feel that every part of himself is going to be re-energized and fueled again, and he's going to be so motivated to do what he already loves to do, and that will give him even more inspiration and more energy and give him a stronger drive to move forward in whatever other goals he has in mind. And I do feel that energy is very good, especially if there's maybe more projects coming in for the group in 2023. I also feel that he is protected, because here we have like a little circle that has all of these lines around it, and that kind of makes me think of like an autumn. It feels like he's protected. There's energies around him that want him to do well and want to make sure that his energy is not wasted in trying to protect himself. So there's outside energies, and his outside environment is taking care of making sure he's okay, and he has a peace of mind, and he can just do whatever he wants from there. So he's not overthinking, basically. Let's see. So one card to see what is in store for Joshua's career in 2023. So for Joshua, which I'm recording this and it's his birthday in Korea, so happy birthday to Joshua. So here we have fear. So with him, it feels like in 2023 he is going to be pushed out of his comfort zone. And what I mean by that in here, also on the bottom we have space, so that could be important for him as well. With space and fear, both of these cards kind of put together, it feels like for Joshua in 2023, he is going to have to do something on his own, and he's not going to be that comfortable doing that on his own, but it's a very good opportunity for him to kind of fly on his own, figure out who he is, and figure out what he enjoys to do and what he doesn't enjoy to do. I do feel that this is a very, very good opportunity, but of course it's going to take a lot of courage, and it's going to take a lot of mental preparation from his part, so like that he can like just take that leap of faith and trust that things are going to work out for him. This fear card, usually I see this imagery as a portal towards something new, and you know, with fears we're talking about stepping into the unknown and acknowledging the things that we're afraid of and why those things kind of hold us back. And in this case, I do feel that I did not feel like, I felt kind of bad at the fact that the fear was the thing that came up, but I also didn't really feel like this lingering dread kind of like pulling my energy down. So I don't feel it's necessarily that bad. If anything, I don't think Joshua will even like speak up about these fears and this discomfort, at least not in a way that will make people worry. I think he's the type of person that is very stable and very rooted, so he will probably talk about this when he has already overcome those fears, and he will talk about it when he feels more comfortable, and he will just talk about it as it's a matter of fact, like, oh, of course it happens, right? I'm human, and that's why I felt like this and that, and there's nothing wrong with that, as long as he was able to acknowledge those fears when he encountered them, and he was able to use that as a tool to understand himself better and work with himself, rather than push them away or use that as some sort of resistance to move forward. But again, with this space, I do feel that all Joshua will need is just some time for himself to be able to kind of power up and be able to just kind of take that first baby step into doing something on his own career wise. I do feel he's just gonna do something on his own, and it's just scary for him. Yeah. So let's see what is in store for Yoon's career in 2023. We have flow. So in 2023, it feels like June is going to be in an energy where he's just going to take whatever opportunities and whatever jobs kind of he comes in contact with. He's not going to stress too much with planning. He's not going to stress too much with things that have to be done. He'll do what he has to do, but he's not going to stress over things working out or not working out. He's not going to overthink anything. So with his career, it feels like in 2023 he's just going to see where life takes him. I don't think he's going to be planning much. He's not going to set any goals of like, I have to do this by this time. I think he's just kind of like, there's aspirations and dreams that he wants to accomplish, but he's not putting any due dates or times on it, because I do feel that could give him too much pressure, and he may not really enjoy that feeling. So he will just kind of go with the flow and be like, oh, there's are definitely things that I want to do and dreams I want to accomplish, but I'm not going to overthink on how I'm going to get there. I'm just going to trust that life will take me there whenever the opportunity comes. Also with flow, I do feel that in 2023, we're going to see a June that is able to communicate very well, and he's already very chatty, but what I mean is that he's going to be more in a state where he can communicate clearly, and words are just gonna flow, jokes are just gonna flow. Like everything's very situational, so I don't think he was planning on saying something funny. It just kind of happened. Or if he wanted to encourage someone, he just had like the right words for that person. So I do feel that maybe his intuition and his witty energy is gonna be on point on 2023, and I do feel that could be a potential highlight for him. If anything, I think with this flow energy, there might be this warning, because I got like that song of like, camarón que se duerme se lo lleva la corriente. So in this case, it's kind of, I'm not going to translate it, but basically, sometimes with people that kind of just go with the flow, they don't have any, they kind of let go of the reins of their life, and they just allow life to take them wherever it has to take them. And one of the dangers about being in that energy is that you can lose your own power as an individual. So all I'm saying is that some opportunities can like slip off his fingers if he just doesn't do anything and doesn't take action. That's my only warning for him. So what is in store for Hoshi's career in 2023? We have trust. So similar to June, I do feel that Hoshi's also going to be going with the flow of how things are happening in his life. In 2023, he's going to allow his career to just take him wherever he has to take him. He knows he's taken care of, he knows he's protected, and he knows that he has the skills that will open doors for him and give him the opportunities and the paths that he wants to go through in his career and in his dreams. And whatever goals he has in mind, whatever challenges he has set for himself, like he trusts that he will make them happen. He trusts that his dreams will be manifested. Whatever is in his control, he trusts that he has the skills, the drive, and the motivation to make those things happen. And whatever is out of his control, he trusts that the universe has his back. And in this case, the universe can look as, the fans, or it can look as the people that support him, and by support him, it could be like, potential people that are going to offer projects to him and work and all of those things. Like, he trusts that those people are out there for him. He trusts that those opportunities are out there for him as well. So in 2023, I do feel that Hoshi's going to show a side of himself that feels pretty happy, pretty confident as well, because he just knows that things are going to work out. And that trust will show through with the way that he speaks. Like, he will say, these are my goals and this is my dream, because he knows that when he speaks, when he says what his goals are and what his dreams are, it makes it a bit more real, and it makes it more tangible, and it makes it easier to actually come true. So I do feel that he will kind of speak up about it and say, these are my dreams. So yeah, if you see that he does a live or something and he's just like, these are my goals for 2023, is because he's already manifesting them. So he's speaking it into existence, basically. Okay. So what is in store for Wonwoo's career in 2023? What is in store for him? We have Ghost. I thought of Pac-Man for some reason. I don't really know how Pac-Man could be important for Wonwoo. Because yeah, like he could play it, but I don't see how that could be a metaphor for his career. Okay, I got a wild idea. I don't think I'm channeling. I think this is just either one of you guys or me being delusional. Because I know many of you guys will probably want him to act or something. So one of the things that I'm seeing here with this ghost and Pac-Man, I thought that potentially, because okay, so when I saw the ghost card, I thought of someone that was in the background, someone that's just kind of like just there, right? Just existing, just vibing. But also with this ghost card, I was thinking that Wonwoo could potentially get a minor role in a drama. Now, okay, chill everyone, chill. Let me explain.
Okay.
This is for my editor monkey. What I mean by a minor role, I mean like something like what Irene did. She was the geek in this web drama. You know, I feel that that's kind of where Wonwoo's gonna be. Like, I do feel that one of the things that he might do in 2023 is take a minor role. You know, oh, here goes another one. So remember that like web drama that Joshua was in, and all he did was kind of go in and go like surprise, and all of 17 clowned him for it. Well, I still feel that Wonwoo might do something similar. It's just a minor role. He's just kind of there, existing. But I know how all of you guys are gonna be. I'm not gonna hear the end of it in my timeline. Being a little bit more serious with what the ghost card means in the Prism Oracle. In 2023, I do feel that Wonwoo may feel very disconnected from his career as well. Like, he's doing his job, he's getting things done. I do feel that he's just getting his bread, man. He's working, and he's just doing what he has to do for his job, for his career. But I do feel that in 2023, for some reason, Wonwoo's gonna feel very disconnected. He's not grounded, he's not rooted in his present moment. There's something bothering him. It's going to bother him the whole year. I do feel that maybe he's still trying to bring himself back together. I do feel that he's like there but not there. He could either be, I think, ghost of the past or coming back with this card. Like, there's something from the past that keeps coming back to him, and it keeps bothering him, and because of that, he's so focused on remembering and also thinking of how the future could be. And because of that, he's so disconnected from his present moment that he could feel like he's like a background character in his own life even. So that could be something that comes up here. But yeah, if Wonwoo does act in something, I'm gonna give myself a little cookie. But I could be wrong, okay? I could be wrong. Anyway, so what is in store for Woosie's career in 2023? Ow. Determination. This man. So with this determination, the first image that I got in my mind, which I'm pretty sure this is like normal Woosie, like this is like what he always goes through when he's working, right? But in my mind, I got that he will be determined to finish whatever song he starts. Like, okay, I'm not saying that he doesn't finish anything that he starts, but what I mean is that he may have a lot of difficulties working on whatever new songs or working on whatever new projects he has in mind, or if there's a goal that he has in mind, he's finding a lot of difficulties overcoming the challenges that are presenting themselves in front of him. However, in 2023, what we're going to see is how he finally gets this alignment, right? He finally gets this epiphany or this aha moment where the aha didn't feel like someone that got inspired. It almost felt like the aha, like, yeah, right. Sorry, that was me not putting the right inflection in it, I guess. But yeah, with this determination, it feels like Woosie in 2023 is going to feel a lot more inspired in a way, and because of that, he will have the drive to continue overcoming any obstacle that presents itself in front of him, and he's going to finally have the epiphanies that will lead him to complete his project and complete his challenges. And also here, with the sun kind of coming out of the mountains, I guess you could call it, it makes me think of a halo around this mountain. So it's kind of like through the challenges and the difficulties that Woosie is overcoming in 2023, he's finally getting I guess that knowledge, that those challenges were a way for him to learn more about himself, learn more about the world, and also just learn whatever lessons he had to learn for his life that will eventually become tools that he can use in the future for other similar obstacles or whatever new project he has in mind. So again, he's I'm thinking of games again. He's kind of just improving his skills, getting those level ups. He's getting, what is it called, those skill points for his ability tree. I hope you guys understand what I'm getting at. So let's go on to the next person. Oof. Do I go in H order? I want in H order. In H order it is. Okay. So what's in store for DK's career in 2023? Oh, we have 2 cards. So we have Hunger and Illumination. Okay. They kind of feel like opposing energies, even though they're not really opposing energies. So for 2023 with DK, we have that he's going to be very positive, pretty optimistic about his life. He's going to feel pretty energized and pretty happy. With this Hunger card being the second one, but still it fell on top of Illumination, it kind of feels like with DK in 2023, he's going to be in a state where he feels like he's lacking something in his life or in his career. And what I mean by that is that maybe this is like a recurring theme for DK. He may feel like he lacks the skills for something, or that he is not enough for whatever he wants to go in his life. However, despite that lack feeling, this Illumination card tells me that he still has everything that he needs, and he is skilled enough to make his dreams come true, or to just get a bunch of opportunities. So with this Illumination card, I do feel that a lot of people are fascinated with how optimistic he tends to be, with how he wears his heart on his sleeve, with how genuine and sincere he is, and how he's able to just unapologetically be himself. And because of that, I do feel like he just attracts a lot of people, and he's very magnetic. And I do feel that people just can't get enough with how bright he is, and how he just shines very brightly. So with his Illumination card, it definitely feels like he is just shining so brightly that he is going to make his spotlight even bigger and bigger and bigger. And because of that, people will want to see him more, and that will probably bring him a lot of opportunities in 2023. So I do feel that maybe DK will be in a lot of variety shows, or he's going to get a lot of attention and a lot of positive attention is the best way I can describe it, because of how funny he is and how genuine he is, and how people just love to see that he is not afraid of showing his vulnerabilities as well. I think I'll leave these cards here. Okay, next person. So what is in store for Minkyu's career in 2023? So we have Consciousness. Okay, in 2023, it feels like Mingyu is going to be connected to his third eye, his crown chakra, and he's going to be a lot more intuitive. He is going to be a lot more aware of his dreams, and this time I don't mean dreams as in goals. I mean dreams as in that feeling, the ones that we have when we go to sleep, basically. So he's I'm getting very strong moon energy from the tarot card, and the moon usually talks about the unknown, mysteries in life. It talks about our subconscious. I do feel like he's just kind of connecting to that part of himself where, his emotions, his heart, anything that he cannot see, he's connecting to that part. He's also connecting to that gentle, quiet voice within himself. Yeah, I don't think you can see the circles in it here. It also feels that in 2023, he's going to expand his mind, and he may also expand his circles. So his friend group is gonna get even bigger. His career, the people that he works with, the staff that he works with, the people that he knows, his acquaintances basically, are also going to grow. And I do feel that could bring a lot more opportunities for him as well in his career. Also, this is a white card, so I do feel that he is kind of cleansing his own energy, but also cleansing the groups that he hangs out with. So maybe he could lose some friends or some co-workers, but that is just life, making sure that he's not dealing with nobody that's worth um the struggle or trouble with over with. If that makes sense. Like whoever is just there, whoever's bad news, like life will make sure to get rid of them. It's like you don't have to deal with these people basically. So I do feel that in 2023 for Mingyu there is this whole thing of just cleansing his space, purifying his own energy, his own thoughts, and his beliefs as well, and just kind of cleaning house basically. And how will that help his career? Well, it'll make it easier to work with people if he's not dealing with anybody that is just trying to create problems for no reason, and that makes it a very more enjoyable time for everyone. So what is in store for the 8's career in 2023? We have sweetness. So this makes me think of candy right away. Makes me think of sweets. Of course, sweetness, right? But with this heart right here, it feels like the 8 is going to be, in 2023, he's going to be doing a lot of things that will make him feel pretty good. He's going to feel comfortable. He's going to feel like this gentle, soothing energy while he's working. He's going to not be too hard on himself in 2023. He's going to take things slow. Also with sweetness, I'm getting like the imagery of honey. So I'm thinking of how honey and like all of this high viscosity things, like syrupy things, can slow you down because it's sticky. It's very dense, so it's kind of hard to like walk through it. Like it's not like water. So I do feel that, is it bad? Not necessarily. So in 2023, I do feel that the 8 is going to be in a stage in his life where he's going to take things slow. He's not going to rush through new projects. He's going to take his time with himself. He's going to be very patient with himself. He already takes good care of himself, but I think in 2023, he's going to try even more to think positively, or trying to be a lot more gentle with himself and his mind, specifically his mind. Because pink makes me think of rose quartz, and rose quartz is supposed to be a stone that cleanses your energy by giving this very gentle care and love, and it's supposed to help you with self-love. It helps you also with self-care, and it's a energy that's very gently healing you and kind of cleansing your energy. It's not aggressive at all. It's very gentle. And pinks are also like another color for the heart chakra. So I do feel that in this case, he's just kind of, in 2023, he's going to try to implement these skills of being gentle when working. So I do feel that he's just trying to make sure that he doesn't exhaust himself, that he doesn't burn out, and all of those things. He's trying to take care of himself basically in 2023. Yeah. So what is in store for Seungkwan's career in 2023? Balance. Okay, so this card has been popping up the whole reading. I saw balance with, I think it was Mingyu, with the 8 and somebody else. This card kind of has been popping out. So for Seungkwan, it feels like he's going to have a lot of things going on at the same time. He's going to be very busy in 2023. He's going to be here, there, and everywhere. We're going to see him everywhere. But also with his balance card, this is why I'm saying that he's going to be everywhere. With this balance card, it kind of shows me an individual that has very good time management and is very harmonious within themselves. And that gives them the ability to do a bunch of things at once, because there is no overthinking stopping them, there's no fear stopping them, there is no resentment or regret stopping them. So I do feel in this case with Seungkwan, this balance card is kind of showing that he's in such a good state for himself, and he's in this harmonious mental state. Like he's in a very good alignment with his mind, his body, his heart, his emotions. Like everything's so stable right now that in 2023 he is going to be able to continue maintaining that balance, and that will allow him to just work like a machine, right? Like an oil machine. He's just gonna do things and get things done in a bunch of projects. And I do feel that Seungkwan likes to be busy, or since he likes to be in variety, he can get like small gigs and be everywhere at the same time, because I do feel like he enjoys it so much that he can't get enough of it. So with his balance card, I do feel that he's doing a bunch of things. Again, it's green, so he's gonna do a bunch of things that kind of satisfy his inner child, satisfies his heart as well, and brings him so much joy and happiness that he will just feel himself with all of this energy, and that will require a lot of balance, which I do feel that he's very good at as is. He takes care of his body, he takes care of his mind, and he seems to also really enjoy doing a bunch of things at once. Like, he likes to be busy. So with this balance card, I used to feel that in 2023 he's going to continue being in that state, in that energy, and he will just work we just work like crazy. But I don't feel like this is a burdensome type of energy. It's a pretty good one. So let's see. So what is in store for Vernon's career in 2023? Wait. So we have intuition. Okay. I'm laughing because in this intuition card, I saw these two circles and I was like, oh, they look like rings. And then I was like, oh, they kind of look like loop earrings. Anyway, I thought that was funny because I was like, that has nothing to do with Vernon. Unless in 2023, he could do an ad for jewelry, potentially. Potentially, most likely, who knows. But also, I was thinking that this right here kind of looks like planets in the solar system. And also here, this is intuition, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed. So this is intuition. So for Vernon in 2023, I do feel that the planets might align for him to do something that he has been wanting to do for a while. Or with this intuition, he's going to be feeling pretty confident that the odds are in his favor, something along those lines. It feels like there's like two paths that are crossing, but like they cross here in these intersections, but they don't quite meet. So it feels like there's this path, right, that is going in circles. This energy of something that he wants to do, and like he's trying to visualize into existence, and then there's this other path of the reality of things, basically. And I do feel that there's a couple checkpoints that do meet, but the energies have not fully combined yet, and because of so whatever he's trying to manifest hasn't actually combined with the reality that he's living in. And because of that, there's he may get deja vus sometimes, and that's kind of like a sign that he's on the right path, like he has hit a checkpoint. Like he has encountered something that he has already lived through in a way. But it also feels like the paths haven't fully intersected, because right here you see how this, like, I guess these loops intersect in these 2 points, but then these circles that are kind of making this loop don't quite meet yet. It kind of makes me think of planets. So I do feel that his intuition is going to be head on. So if he sees an opportunity, he's like, I don't want to do that because I see no future in it, he's spot on. It has no place in his life. Or if he meets someone and he's like, this person I feel is someone that I can work with because they think like I do, or they will understand me in a level that other people would not get. I do feel that with his intuition, it also shows that he's spot on as well. Also, I do feel that if there's something that he wants to do, or like there's like this silent voice within himself that is suggesting something or telling him, oh, this will be a good idea, I think he should definitely listen to it, because in 2023, a lot of those things will be in his favor. A lot of those things, it kind of feels like the planets are aligned in his favor, basically. So again, the odds are in his favor. So yeah, maybe he could be interested in astrology, and he could use that as a form of understanding himself better. And he might be able to understand how he can make his manifestations real. Or he could talk to Hoshi. And, since Hoshi, I don't know how aware he is of how he's able to manifest things by just speaking them out into reality. We don't all manifest the same way. Some techniques work better than others for ourselves as individuals. So I do feel that with Vernon, he might want to talk to the other members to get an idea of how they make their dreams come true and their goals happen, and that could give him an idea of how he can align these two energies into one and make it whatever he's visualizing and whatever his dream is to become a reality. So in 2023, I do feel that this is more of the vibes and the energy rather than something that I can physically tell you, oh, in 2023 he's going to do this or that. This is kind of personal to him, kind of similar to like what Mingyu was getting. And to finish off this second part, well, the second question for 17's reading is in Dino. So what is in store for Dino's career? Okay, so we have love. Let me look at the bottom. I'm curious. Love and rest. Okay. So with Dino, we have love. I'm thinking of like the power of love, which isn't that a whole concept that 17 had? Yes, I think it was called power of love. And some of the things that they talked about there, I think could be relevant to Dino in this case. So in 2023, which is Dino's year, which we're in the year of the rabbit, let's go. I just saw a rainbow kind of come out of this heart. So I do feel that Dino's going to be in a state of his life where he's going to feel very confident. He's going to feel loved by the people he's working with. He's going to fall in love, maybe romantically as well, but he's going to fall in love with life again, with his career, with his actions. Like, he's going to feel happy again. He's going to feel like his heart is genuinely in what he's doing, right? Again, this is a pink card, so self-care, self-love will be very important for him in 2023. I do feel that Dino will not be as hard on himself in this upcoming year as well, so he's going to be a lot more confident with his skills, and that will allow him to be a little bit more lenient with himself and be able, allow himself to have room for error. So he's not going to be so strict and so serious with himself anymore. He's going to allow himself to just enjoy things a bit more and be more genuine with himself and just connect a little bit more with his childlike energy and with his inner child as well, and just allow himself to just be human, basically. I do feel like he's just connecting more with himself and with his heart. And on the bottom, we had rest. My first thought was love. Yeah, let's go, Dino. Get that love of your life. But also with rest, I do feel that this just kind of shows that his emotions are going to be pretty balanced, and that will allow him to finally have peace of mind and to finally feel rested. He will finally feel like he can take a break. But I do feel that his take a break is not necessarily from his career as an artist. I think it's more of his overthinking. I do feel like he may have been neglecting his emotions for a very long time. Emotions of hardship, being hard on himself, being maybe striving for perfection. All of those things, he's kind of letting go of that and allowing himself to just be human. And also with the rest, I do feel that Dino will take more into consideration maybe going to the spa, or he mentioned hot springs. I think it was in the BB magazine that with Dino and Vernon that they were talking about going to onsens and stuff, going to hot springs and just relaxing and enjoying just the environment and each other's company. So I do feel that with this love card, Dino will just, similar to what we got with the 8, he's just gonna take time for himself and just, pay attention to himself, be a lot gentler with himself, and just do what he loves and enjoy what he loves, and also not being too hard on himself as well, which is good. That is good. We love Dino and we want him to be happy. Anyway, so let's go into the last question for this group prediction. It is any advice or healing messages for 17 in 2023. We have be bold and make the first move with Cardinal Moon, and then we have New Moon in Taurus with prosperity lies ahead. So far with the Moonology cards that we have for the group, we have Taurus and Libra, which are both Venus ruled signs. So this kind of tells me that right now 17 is reaching a point in their life where life is telling them to continue being creative, continuing with their art, but also trying to find some time for themselves to just enjoy life. Again, fall in love with the craft that they do. I'm not saying that 17 reached a point where they were jaded, but I do feel that they could have reached a point where they were so overworked and so tired that they could have lost a little bit of what it meant to do what they do. I do feel that they're reaching a point in their life where they're finally kind of remembering what it felt like to be alive again. I don't really know what that means, but that's the words that came out. Anyway, with be bold and make the first move, it kind of tells me that, again, this is a cardinal sign, which I talked about a little bit right here. So the advice that life is telling them is that if there's any project that they want to take on in their life is really telling them to just go for it. They are in a very good state energy wise. Many of them individually are okay, and also they are in a position where a lot of new beginnings are happening. We have a new moon right here and a new moon right here. And also with the Taurus energy, there's this sense of like slow and steady wins the race, right? It's like whatever goal you have in mind, whatever your focus is, definitely go for it. Things will be successful and things will go well. And also with this Taurus energy, we're talking about someone that's very determined, someone that is very stubborn, and someone that doesn't know how to give up. Basically, this is someone that will continuously push forward, even if it's one little step at a time. Taurus is very laser focused with their goals and their achievements. It is a very steady energy. So I do feel that the advice that life is giving them is like, there are a lot of good energy out there. There's a lot of blessings ahead, and that they definitely should not stop for anything, because even if it's one little step at a time, or even if things slow down, it doesn't mean that their dreams are not going to come true. It just means that they just have to take it slow, basically. Life is just kind of telling them, like, things will happen. There will be big victories and small victories, but they're all still very important, and they're just signs that they're on the right path. One last card to finish off 17's reading. One last healing message or advice. One last card. Just one. I said one, not two. That's okay. So we have Supermoon with emotions are running high, and then we have Full Moon in Leo with don't let pride get in your way. No, okay. So the final advice for 17 in 2023, we have with the only obstacle that can get in their way next year is themselves. They're like, life is telling them we have the resources, the energy is in your favor, the odds are in your favor, kind of like what we talked earlier with Vernon. It definitely feels like life is saying, like, things are good for you guys. Like, Leo is a sign that talks about music. It talks about enjoyments in life, the pleasures of life. It talks about inner child. All of those things that we kind of have been already talking about. This Leo energy is kind of bringing that back. And also, the strength card is Leo energy. So you can say that this is kind of like, you can say that Leo energy right now is kind of like what they're aiming for. Like, that's the thing that they're working on. That's the energy that is pushing them forward in their career right now. But anyway, with don't let pride get in your way, life is telling them that if emotions are running high, and with the Leo card is don't be drama queens. That's one thing. Leo can be known for being a drama queen. And the other thing is kind of like, with don't let pride get in your way, I feel that there could be times when the group feels like they have to do some things a certain way, and that inflexibility, I mean, Leo is a fifth sign, that inflexibility could get in the way of their, also Taurus is a fifth sign, could get in the way of their goals and whatever they want to do, and like trying to move forward. So life is definitely encouraging them to try to be flexible, try not to be too hard on themselves. And also the biggest obstacles themselves could be also that they're like, oh, things have to be done this exact way, right? Because that's the only way my art works or my art functions. And life is like, try to be flexible. Also, the other thing is like, if there's people they don't really want to work with because they don't have the same views or whatever, life is like, try to be open-minded. Like, maybe these people are not that great, but they can be people that will guide you to other people that you definitely want to work with, right? So life is telling them to be open-minded and to not be too hard on themselves as well. With don't let pride get in your way, I'm getting of when if everyone is on their high horse or like things have to be done this way, it's my way or the highway type of energy. Life is telling them, okay, chill down. And when you reach those points, just go your separate ways, cool down, and then regroup and talk about things. So I do feel that could be the advice here. Again, baby steps, one step at a time. So yeah. So that is all for 17. That was so lengthy. Nothing crazy though, but it was so lengthy. I felt like I was gonna lose my voice at some point over here, but we managed. We went through it. Yay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked it. And it seems like 2023 is gonna be a pretty good year for the group. So I am excited for them. I do wonder what they're currently working on. I know that the group has been like giving hints of things that they want to do for 2023. So I can't wait to see what is in store for them. I have to make money and save my money in case they do have a world tour of sorts. or anything along those lines, I would love to see them again, but further away. If I am that close again, my eardrums are going to go poof. They're going to explode, and it's going to be so uncomfortable. So I'll try to be a little bit further away. I know people usually aim to have the closest seats possible, but I value my eardrums, so I'm gonna take a step back. Anyway, I'll leave that there. I hope you guys are very excited for what 17 has in store for us as fans in 2023. I wonder how much of this will be true and how much of this, happens or doesn't happen. Predictions are only predictions. Nothing is set in stone for anyone. So keep those things in mind. Also, I'll see you on the next one, whatever that is, however that is. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for, loving the channel and supporting it. I hope you also give lots of love and a lot of support to 17. And I think that's all I have to say. So yeah, love and healing from my part to you. And